You're at home and on the TV you watch a performance that takes your breath away. But have you ever wondered how that song came to be?
Well, tonight you'll be able to find out thanks to the abundance of talent from these up-and-coming songwriters that we'll be having a chat to a little later.
We will be speaking to each of them about the musical journey they've taken to get here.
And we will also have the chance to listen to each of their songs as they will all be performed live on this very stage.
But we don't have all the time in the world, so let's get on with the show. Welcome to the Chords of Creation.
That was quite a dramatic opening, wasn't it?
Really set the tone. Hello, I'm Vic, your Studio One host.
And my name is Lucy, your Studio 2 host, and I hope all of you are ready for what is going to be a fantastic show of musical excellence, but also an opportunity for you guys at home to learn more about the music industry. There's a lot more to a song about whether it's good enough for your Spotify playlist.
Other music streaming services are of course available.
Oh, absolutely. How could I forget about Deezer? But I don't know about you, Vic, but I'm actually really excited to see what our singer-songwriters have been getting up to in preparation for Chords of Creation.
Yes, and in addition to writing the song, they've had to practice bringing their song to life by performing it on this very stage.
Each of tonight's performances will be spearheaded by an introductory clip with the respective singer-songwriter, letting us know what music really means to them.
Now, before we begin, safety first. I should quickly let you know that throughout the show tonight there will be flashing images.
And with that said, let's welcome the stars of our show.
Performing first tonight is Rasdall-Dove. Lee, singer from Bournemouth, has an extensive background within the music industry. He's won Bournemouth Unplugged Festival back in 2017 as well. He's just released a new song which he will be singing today. What a treat! Up next on the stage is Aaron James Hayes. Aaron James Hayes is our next singer-songwriter, originally from London, but currently resides in beautiful Bournemouth. And he's not only a baritone, Aaron is multifaceted. He's an actor too, and he's even got an IMDb page. Look him up if you don't believe me. And last but not least is Emily Dimes. She has traveled down from London to be with us today. Emily is a content creator with over 19,000 subscribers and 2 million views on her YouTube page. She's best known for her English covers of some of the biggest K-pop hits out there currently. Thank you to all of our wonderful songwriters for being here today. We just can't wait to listen to all of your songs. But first, we are going to pop over to our green room, who is currently being looked after by Lucy. Hello Lucy, can you hear us?
Hi, yes, Victor, how are you?
Amazing, always good, thank you. Tell us what will be happening in the green room tonight, Lucy.
Well, our fantastic singer-songwriters and performers are behind me sitting tight, but not for long, as all of them will be coming over to you guys on the main stage to perform their song. And it's to my understanding that each of today's songwriters have come in to practice their songs ready today? Absolutely, they've worked incredibly hard to make sure that their songs are perfect for today's show. And while you guys in Studio One prepare yourselves for our first performance of the night by Lee Rasdall-Dove, I'm going to have a little chat with the lovely Emily Dimes to speak to her about the creation
of her song. So hello Emily, how are you feeling today?
Hi, I'm good, thank you. It's been a really nice day. It's nice to actually then see everything coming together now.
It's been fantastic, hasn't it? It's been very exciting here. Now, firstly, before speaking about your song in particular, I'd love to know a bit more about you. I know you have a YouTube channel with over 19,000 subscribers. Can you tell us a bit about that, please?
Yeah, of course. So I created a YouTube channel originally to get out my voice and my music, and I actually recorded some of my original songs when I was 16. So I created the channel, put the audio out for those, and then I started to realize that people don't really listen to original music from people they've never heard of. So I thought, okay, I need to actually get my name out there, start making some covers. So I started doing that, and then I got into K-pop. And so I wrote this English translation version of a Korean song because I couldn't speak Korean, and made my own piano version just for fun. Then I thought might as well put that out there because it's all rehearsed and ready, and that got more attention than I expected it to. So I just kind of kept doing K-pop, and now here we are.
Who knew K-pop would be a catapult to stardom? But focusing on the chords of creation of your song Make You Proud, could you go into a bit about the ideas behind your song, please?
Of course, yes. So Make You Proud is a song that I'm singing to my granddad, who passed away when I was quite young. About 2.5 years ago, I actually had an experience where 3 people in my life, who I was obviously very closest to, but 3 people passed away in the same month. And that was really difficult for obvious reasons. And as well as trying to deal with that, it brought up a lot of emotions from when my granddad had died. I was too young to really understand it at the time. So this was really my first encounter with grief. And so this song is kind of me putting together those emotions of losing somebody, and the way that fuels the motivation to actually kind of put something back into the world and give something back. So not am I only losing someone, but it's also then making me think, okay, I want to do something with this. I want to make you proud.
Mm-hmm. And of course, with the pandemic, you know, a lot of people have been dealing with grief. I'm sure it's really going to resonate with a lot of people. It's a powerful song, and we'll get to hear it later. And in terms of bringing your song to life on the stage, how did you find that as a process?
It's been amazing, actually. When we rehearsed originally, you know, it was just kind of very low level, tape on the floor, no different levels of the stage or anything. So, you know, we were using a lot of our imagination, whereas now seeing it, it's, you know, we've got the props, we've got the staging, everything is kind of adding to the original emotions in the music. So I feel like it really does just bring it to life.
So it's grown physically and metaphorically. And
yeah, definitely.
It's sounding fantastic. I heard it earlier, but I'm afraid we're going to have to move on. Thank you so much, Emily, for being here with me right now. We're going to look forward to your performance later, and it's going to be the final song of the show. But now back to Studio One.
Thank you, Lucy, for that interview. It was great learning a bit more about Emily. Ready for his performance next is Rasdall-Dove. But first, we must find out what music means to Lee.
Music to me is a release. Whether I'm playing on stage or just at home, I find myself getting lost in it. I tend to block out what's around me and focus on my performance. When I'm writing music, it's not always about the who or the why. An idea can come when I least expect it, and that's what I love. I do find it harder to stick to a brief, so I try not to confine myself to a theme or think too much into where I'm going with it, as I find this limits my creativity. At the end of the day, if someone can listen to one of my songs and take something away that is important and relates to them, then I know I'm doing something right. And hearing the listener's point of view and what they think it means is sometimes the best part. I'm very much inspired by conversation and people's experience in life. It can be something as small as a phrase or a story of how someone's day has gone that can spark an idea. I tend to start with a melody and then grab the guitar and play along till I find the chords that work. Then it's a case of refining the initial idea, adding sections and making sure it has the rise and falls I'm looking for. Overall, music is a journey, and it's one that I'd never say no to.
Performance 1, Put the Kettle On, performed and written by Rasdall-Dove.
Well, I called you up in the middle of the night, drunk
light just to find out if you were sleeping alright. Will to find out if you were sleeping just fine. Some say I'm wasting my time, I'm investing it wisely. I wanna do what I love what I do beside you. And all these moments carry us through. So we'll be good, so we'll be bad, we'll get through. And it won't be long until I'm home, so put the kettle on.
Wow, give it up for Lee, that absolutely gorgeous song. Thank you. That gorgeous song was Put the Kettle On, and please remember to check him out on social media. All of the information should be just below. I'm now joined by Aaron James Hayes, who's going to be next on the stage. Aaron's had a very unique journey compared to the others. He's worked with Radu from Romania to come up with the song that he is singing specifically for the purpose of this show. How lucky are we? Let's welcome Aaron, everybody. Thank you. Now, hi, Aaron.
Hi.
Could you please tell us a little bit about the meaning behind your song, My Saving Grace?
Yeah, so I wrote the song with Radu from Romania, who's a producer. And yeah, we met over Skype to start with and just discussed how we were going to approach this, because we just started from scratch, and just talked about what kind of song we wanted to create, what kind of style. And we decided on a sort of R&B soulful kind of style with a soulful vocal. So we sort of sent musical ideas back and forth. I sent him some ideas and Radu responded to those and came up with this amazing instrumental track, which I then wrote the vocal part over and wrote the lyrics, My Saving Grace. And that was really sort of inspired by the track, the sort of feeling I got from the track about sort of almost being like an anthem and quite sort of like gospel-y in a way, soulful. So yeah, I got this idea for this meaning of someone being your sort of your saving grace and your sort of redeeming features. And yeah, then now we've got the track that we have now.
Yeah, and it sounds incredible, especially with the backing singers. It really does sound biblical. It's incredible. And if I've read this correctly, if I've done my research right, you actually studied at the Italia Conti Academy. You've been to drama school. How has that influenced your journey into the industry?
Yeah, well, I started off wanting to be an actor, and I've always done singing and music, but yeah, I wanted to go to drama school and study acting. And I love stories and characters and connecting with different people's stories and their journeys and their emotions. So yeah, I guess in that way it helped with songwriting, because songwriting is about storytelling and connecting with feelings. And yeah, then I changed to music at the RNCM, and that helped with sort of gaining an understanding of music theory and some songwriting processes, and sort of delving deeper into my singing and musical abilities, and being able to sort of progress and practice every day has been really good, yeah, to build that up.
Gosh, you've done so much studying. You've really got a thorough bank of knowledge to draw on for all of this. And you rehearsed the song for the first time on that stage today. How has that felt, just playing it live?
It's felt really cool, really great, yeah, because sort of the guys here have sort of been inspired by the song in terms of the staging and the lighting, so that's been really cool to see that all come together. And
amazing. I could let you go on forever. It's so interesting hearing about the process behind your song. But we've actually got Radu on Skype right now to speak about the process. Hello, Radu, can you hear me?
Hello, hello. Yes, I can hear you.
Amazing. How are you doing, and how is Romania?
I'm doing great. Romania is a bit cloudy today, but I'm very excited to see the song.
Amazing, so am I. I've heard it in rehearsal and it sounds incredible. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, please, Radu?
Well, I'm 21 years old and I'm an aspiring music producer, and I hope to make this my career one day.
And while your partnership with Aaron, it might seem a bit unique. You've been working together across separate countries, but that's actually quite common in the music industry now. What's it been like for you working with someone who lives miles away from you that you actually haven't met in person?
Well, it wasn't really my first time, it was my second time, but this was the first time where I got to be more hands-on with the project. And it was definitely not conventional and interesting, but it was so much fun, and I'm very proud of the result, even with the situation.
It's been a lot of strange and unprecedented times for everyone, I feel. And I know Aaron can sing in a wide range of genres, and you can produce in a wide range of styles, I'm told. What influenced your stylistic choices for My Saving Grace?
Well, yes, of course. I was initially influenced by Depeche Mode in my music production journey. But for this song in particular, I was influenced by Jordan Rakei, Tom Misch, funk, soul, R&B type artists. And I really wanted to get out of my comfort zone, and I thank Aaron for giving me the opportunity to do that.
Who doesn't love a bit of Tom Misch? He's absolutely everywhere at the minute. I'm so excited to hear you guys' song. And what would you say has been the best thing about writing this song with Aaron? Like your one-sentence summary.
Yes, definitely Aaron's input on it, because I only did the instrumental part and I gave him the full creative freedom over the lyrics, and it just fit perfectly. I was so amazed by it.
And that's amazing. I absolutely love chatting to you, Radu. It's been so interesting hearing how you guys have collaborated. It's been a challenging time for everyone working on Zoom, and you guys have produced something incredible. And I'm going to have to move on because we've run out of time. I could chat to you guys all day. But if you would like to check out any of Radu's content, please feel free to click the links below and look at his page and Spotify. There's some great tracks there. Now it is time for us to head back to